What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now first, I want to address the elephant in the room. I have been known from time to time to exude a raw sexual energy. And I know this is common knowledge. I mean, go into my local Applebee's and ask anyone. I dare you. Ask any employee there and they will tell you the same thing. You know, I never see Chris walk in here without a dame on each arm. That's a fact. I cannot deny that. And while I am a natural ladies man and an extravagant lover, I too need help sometimes. And that's where Russell comes in. So come with me on this journey as we go through Russel Hartley's fucking TikToks. Now, if you don't know who Russ is, the best way I can put it is he's just bad Hitch. And he makes TikToks, so how much better could it get? Now, I had seen this guy on my TikTok For You page like a few weeks ago. It was probably 3 a.m. and I was probably intoxicated because I made a note to make a video on him and I just never did. And now that it's trendy to talk about this guy, I thought, you know what? In my usual fashion, I will talk about this later than everyone else. When it's not is relevant. Now, this is what introduced me to him. This is part 2 of his 5-part series on how to convince your girlfriend to have a 3-way. Now, I hope that I don't have to explain this to you that thoroughly, but if you have to use the word convince in any sexual matter, then maybe you should reevaluate some things.
Anyways, it's no shocker that when girls drink, they start to really loosen up. I mean, the next thing you know, they're dancing like strippers, or they're making out with each other.
So far, so not good.
And I spied on the other side of the table a blonde Asian girl with fake cherries making out with one of her friends, and I'm like, perfect. And a 6'1", well-dressed white guy hitting on a Blasian is like shooting with a handicap. I mean, it's child's play.
I hope with what I've shown you so far, I've been able to somewhat capture the essence of this man.
At the end of the night, I ended up back at her place because it was a little bit closer than mine. And her place was great. Her parents are rich, so it was awesome. Anyways, we did a little bit more than just watch a movie at 3 a.m. and we dated for like a year and a half after that. Now, in the first month or so of that relationship, no 3-way happened and you're still figuring each other out. But also, you're still figuring out kind of where your boundaries are and so on. Anyways, once you get over that hump, I optimistically suggest we watch adult films. It begins.
Alright, Russ, that's strike 2. If you are having this conversation about having to convince your partner that you want to do a sexual act, maybe leave the supervillain laugh out of it. Something about wahahaha and you convincing your girlfriend to have a 3-way just doesn't sit well with me.
And also, I have the forethought to screen the videos that we're going to watch ahead of time so I know what she's going to see so I can make some key suggestions.
What a sociopath. Honestly. It's insane to me that he's just like publicly saying all this. It's one thing to just be this kind of person. It's another to then be so confident as that type of person and then make content about being that.
Next thing you know, I have her download Tinder out of curiosity.
I hate all the fucking... It's so fucking creepy. It's not as creepy as the little giggles and laughs he does after saying a line. You don't really see that in this one, but you'll see it in the other ones. It's unsettling.
And it ended up going really well. She came back home with us and done deal. The newcomer left in the morning, and that right there was the time I realized that this was the beginning of a beautiful relationship. And then we started doing that like every month.
Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Chris, I don't necessarily need a 3-way in my life right now. I want some more practical tips. Maybe just how to flirt better. Well, don't worry. Russ has got us covered there as well.
Sometimes girls are gonna bust your balls and not in the good way.
My guy, do you like ball busting? Because that's basically what you just said. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but just watch your words. That's it.
Which can lead to a lot of confusion for guys because they don't really understand what women are trying to say to them. And it's really starting to cause a problem. One of my boys sent me an example of a conversation he had and he's like, bro, what did I do wrong? So he matches with this girl and he says, we have the same black Mustangs. And she's like, damn, that's awkward. My Mustang isn't black. Also, your Dunkin' Donuts order is trash. It's not even coffee with all that mess. And it's kind of like, damn girl, you're coming in a little hot.
That's that laugh I was telling you about.
So it's a bit confusing. So then I get messages like this. Bro, what even? This is the only time I've ever had a blockage on what to say. But I know what's going on.
Come on, Russ, tell us. What the hell's going on? Please give us your wisdom.
So I'm like, she's flirting with you, bro. That's flirting now. I know this is very confusing, but if she's taking the time to bust your balls, that's flirting. She likes you.
Look, you may think she's actually just busting your balls, but she's really just flirting with you. Like this one time I was talking to a girl and things were going well. She told me, hey, stop talking to me. Like I said, I'm gonna block you and call the cops. And I thought, oh man, she's busting my balls. But I really knew in my heart she was just flirting with me. So you know me, Russ, I started picking at it a little bit, kind of forming and cultivating this relationship. Next thing I know, I'm blocked and I've got a restraining order.
What it's like living with two girlfriends, part 2. So after the second girl moved in, it's basically the same as a normal monogamous relationship. You do all the same stuff. You go to work, you come home, you see each other, you watch Netflix, you eat fucking pizza. Like, it's all the same thing. The only big difference is the obvious one, which is the sexual thing. So something like just, and also little subtle things like I would sit on the couch and they had these little seats like beside me and they would like use my legs as pillows on either side. That was pretty cool. Stuff like that.
Oh, dude, you are so fucking pimp! 2 girlfriends, each head on each thigh. What fucking pimp is that?
But girls don't get along one-on-one forever. Eventually, there's going to be some like cattiness and all that stuff. And as the man in the relationship, you got to come in and like break it up and mediate.
Exactly, Russ. You know broads, they're always getting all catty and shit. You know? Except maybe they just kind of realized they were both dating Russ and they're upset about it. I would be. Especially if I had to share Russ. If I was not only dating Russ, but then also had to share him, I would probably reevaluate some things in my life.
How I escaped the friend zone with the love of my life.
Ah, yes. The friend zone. Now, I certainly am guilty of, at one point in my life, wholeheartedly believing that the friend zone exists. And I can see where a lot of frustration comes from guys thinking that they are in the friend zone. But quite simply, you just want to date someone that doesn't want to date you back, but more so just values you as a friend. And that's it. There's no such thing as a friend zone. It literally is just that. And I honestly feel bad for so many girls who have to go through that shit because they just want a fucking friend and they have to deal with, oh shit, he wants to fucking date me. But enough of that nonsense. I want to see what Russ thinks about this.
Okay, well, love of my life is a little strong.
Now, love of my life is a little bit of a stretch because I'm not capable of feeling emotion or empathy. Women are all just mares in my stable. That is an actual fucking quote. I will show you in a minute.
And this girl's a gorgeous model. Tall, brunette, very pretty. As soon as I saw this girl, I knew exactly how this was gonna end.
Very modest, Russ. Very modest.
The only real trouble was that she had a live-in boyfriend for the last year and a half. But by the end of the night, we were all friends and I got everyone's contact information. Take notes, boys. But now that I was texting her, our friendship really started to blossom.
Might I add real quick, I can only assume this man just lives in a bathroom. There's no rest of the house, he just is only in the bathroom. That's how he's able to afford all the fancy suits.
But remember, she still has a boyfriend, so I'm not like sitting around waiting for that relationship to end, or worse, trying to convince her that that relationship should end. That's absolutely insane.
Listen, Russ, that doesn't sound too out of the ordinary for you to do, so don't rule it out so easily.
And I'm certainly not putting my life on hold. I got girls coming over every night, because I got to get mines.
Oh yeah. Oh, Russ. He's got to get... I'm so fucking angry.
But we did start hanging out like in a group setting. Like her boyfriend would sometimes be there, sometimes he wouldn't. But then she would introduce me to her friends and I would start hooking up with them one by one.
Classic fucking Russ, man. One by one. He sees puss and he bags it because that's what you fucking do when you wear suits and live in LA. In a bathroom. But in LA.
And one day I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see a few extra thirst traps from her followed by motivational, inspirational quotes. Uh-oh, drama at home. So I shared with her her own post and I was like, fuck guys, am I right? And lo and behold, it turns out that her and her boyfriend broke up. I'm not going to talk about the details of that though, because it was kind of messed up.
He's not going to talk about the details of that though. He's just going to talk about the details of literally everything else.
The key takeaway from that conversation, though, was she was vulnerable and available.
Okay. Let's talk about keywords. One of those words, maybe not the best word to use. Available, that's fine. She's available. That's a fact. Vulnerable is not necessarily the word you should use in your strategy to obtain a woman. But who am I? I mean, look at the guy. He's got a suit. He's even got a fucking tie clip. How can I compete with that?
But actually, I didn't hit her up. In fact, the next time that I saw her again was randomly at Universal Studios. I was there with a girl and I saw her in the distance with her and her girlfriends and we just kind of met up and like merged our groups. So my theme park date with a girl that I barely knew turned into a date with me and 4 girls. And that's where I thrive.
This fucking guy, man. Russ and 4 girls, that's child's play, alright? That's a Tuesday afternoon for Russ. Don't you get it? Russ has got all the girls, he's got the suit. I've got a blazer for my dad's wedding that doesn't fit me anymore. That's what I've been wearing.
And we're drinking and riding rides and bonding, but it was a Tuesday, so everybody Ubers home at the end of the night.
It was a Tuesday. I didn't fucking know that when I said the Tuesday shit.
Including my date, but I invite Stephanie to come back to my place to the hot tub. And I learned that Stephanie had a hidden talent. This girl could hold her breath so long she could swim in the Olympics.
Oh my god. Russ, oh Jesus. Russ, you fucking madman. Russ got his dick sucked. I don't know if you got that, but he got his dick sucked in a hot tub. There. I don't know if you picked up on that like I did. See, me and Russ, ladies men, we have this way of communicating like that in subtle ways. I'll teach you guys someday.
Rules for picking up girls during the day, part 1. Meeting women during the day in real life is by far the best place to meet new women. Mostly because you know what you're getting into. There's no Facetune in real life. Women, on the other hand, are just roaming around freely. They're just sort of like in the nature, in the wild. They're walking around getting, I don't know, boba tea, like whatever. Because they don't want to be at home. So the first thing you gotta do is just get out of your house. I started scheduling my meetings in real life because of that very reason. No more Zoom meetings, no more phone calls. No, meet me at Earth Cafe where they have the best boba tea in town.
No more COVID, alright? COVID schmovid. I've got puss to bag, and I'm not gonna let some global pandemic stop me. Russell, I respect that.
Because that's where the girls go, and I like to be in an environment where there's pretty women. Wait a second. Am I shallow? No.
Well, there you guys go. I went this whole video thinking that he was some shallow fuck. Boy, was I wrong. I feel so stupid now. Here I was making all these jokes about how much of a piece of shit he was, and he just said that he's not. Damn, how many videos have I made about people where I judge them based on their decisions they've made and the things they've said? It really makes you think.
What it's like being a bachelor in real life, part 4. So in the previous part, I mentioned having a stable. So what this means if you're a bachelor is that every time you have sex with a new woman, that's a new mare in your stable. And you want to keep doing this. You're going to have mares coming in and out of your stable.
I wasn't lying when I said that he said this. But hold on, let's hear him out. Maybe he's onto something.
And the reason why they go out is because eventually you get to that conversation where it's like, so where's this going? And the reason why you have multiple mares in your stable is so that you can determine which one's a thoroughbred. But when the mares come to you, eventually they go, well, where's this going? This obviously you're not serious about me. This isn't going anywhere. They're going to move on to greener pastures and exit your stable.
All right, fellas. So if you've got one of your mares in your stable and they want to ask you, oh my God, where's this heading? Have I been wasting my time with you? They have, but you just want to get rid of them because life is just about bagging puss. Nothing else. Oh, and suits. So obviously everything that Russ is saying is either problematic or weird as fuck. And it's not even the fact that he just like sleeps around. That's whatever. You can fucking have casual sex, live life the way you want. But like I said, he is just bad Hitch. The problem in the movie Hitch with Will Smith and Eva Longoria is that when she found out that he was this mysterious dating coach that was helping guys all around the city out, she very rightfully so was like, oh, so basically this wasn't just a genuine connection and relationship. You just know how the game works. And that's the thing here. It's fine to just understand what girls like or what the kind of girl you want to be with is into. That can help influence decisions you make, things you say, all that stuff. That's just how things work. But when you're out here like convincing your girlfriend to have a three-way by like slowly showing her this and showing her that and talking to her about this and then nurturing this idea in her head, then that's really fucking weird. Especially that friend zone story. So just in general, it's weird that this is the way he thinks. But the other half of that is that he just makes this his online persona. He's so confident that this shit is cool and okay that he's going to teach people on the internet how to be a weird fuck like this. And I think it was somewhat working for him on TikTok at first, but then of course Twitter got a hold of it, his shit blew up, now his comments are full of hate. Also, this one's just really fucking weird. I don't know if he's dating this girl or what the situation is, but it is odd. Professional dancer Impress Yummy 7 shows me how to TikTok. How cool is Russ? He is the fucking man. How he just like stood back there and just kind of watched her. Fuck, man, that's so cool. I wish I had someone like Russ to watch me make my videos. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about TikTok and our man and house hunters. Well, anyways, guys, I hope that I effectively ruined your day because my day has been ruined. So You know how this works. Ruins my day, it ruins yours. But yeah, I'm glad this guy's getting all the hate that he's been getting because it's really fucking weird. Now he's making a YouTube channel, so who knows? I think he's only made a video like criticizing Curtis Connor because I know Curtis Connor and Leon Lesh both did a video on him, which those are two funny guys. Go check them out too. Their videos are better than mine. So I think he's capitalizing on all this hate he's been getting because we know from experience that works on the internet. So we'll see what happens with him. Maybe if anything else happens, I'll do a follow-up. You guys know I'm really good at follow-ups on this channel. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like rating down below. It helps out the channel a lot and it lets me know that you're enjoying the stuff I'm putting out. If you have any thoughts, ideas, opinions, or really anything at all, leave them in the comments down below. And if you're new and you like what you see, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of my uploads. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.